Good morning, afternoon, and evening, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the Mgtow monk, on Anchor.fm. Yo, man. Oh, man, I just got done. I feel like I have to put this up here and just talk about it for a second. I just got done listening to a video from a longtime person that I sub to. And I gotta be honest with you, it's kind of heartbreaking, but it's not anything new. I listen to this channel called Way of the World, and this fella has always been consistently a strong proponent of nationalism and masculinity. And he's never said anything that I would find contemptible until today. I posted the link in my community tab over on YouTube. If you feel inclined, you can go take a look at it and judge for yourself. But somebody that purports to be a nationalist, number one, and a masculinist, somebody that's in favor of masculinity in men, to come out and just shoulder Mgtow in such a fashion, it's very short-sighted. It's very short-sighted. I'm still kind of reeling over that. I can't believe that he said it. For the years and years and years that this fella has dedicated to promoting this type of message, and then to jump on men that are actually executing in such a fashion, it's mind-boggling, really. It makes no sense. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. If maybe perhaps he just doesn't know what Mgtow is. There's so many people that speak on it, and they don't know shit. They don't know anything about Mgtow. They don't know anything about monkdom. They don't know anything about real red pilling. But I don't believe that that's the case here. I really don't. This man is very well informed. Very well informed. It's a conscious choice to put your fucking shoulder in Mgtow's ribs and board them. Do you know how many men out here are Mgtow? Furthermore, do you know how many men out here that don't even know about Mgtow are Mgtow? Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. But it does go to show you a few things, folks, that the fight that we have on our hands, God, I hate to say that it's a never-ending fight, because that sounds really bleak. But yeah, it's kind of that way. It's kind of that way. And when people that are as deeply entrenched in the ideas of nationalism and masculinity as this fella is, to come out and say something like that, do I think that all of his message is invalid because of this? No, I don't. I try to take all of the best things that I can take from folks, even when they're just completely ridiculous, even if it just turns out to be one of those teachable instances. I try to take all of the best and put my foot forward and work with it. And I will continue to do the same with this channel, Way of the World. But I won't sub to the channel anymore. Anybody that comes right flat out and says it, they show me exactly where they stand. Now, I'm not saying that he declared Mgtow an enemy. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm going to send him a message a little bit later on, a private message. And we're going to see what he thinks about this. Because I, for one, think that this was a tremendous error in judgment. It's a big mistake. It's a big mistake. Not based on the whole going after Mgtow thing. He didn't go after anybody. He just stated a point that he thought that Mgtow was not the way to go in order for men to reclaim their masculinity, to be men again, instead of these feminized metrosexuals that they've been turned into. I agree that men need to be men again, because all of the problems on this earth stem from men not being men again. You thought it was bad 100 fucking years ago. It's not nearly what it is now. You know, we have all of these things, all of these possessions, all of this shit. Is anybody happy? Is anybody living the life that they want to live? When he has the balls to sit there and say, go to the gym, work out, be the kind of man that our woman wants us to be, I almost fucking puked. What about the kind of woman that this man wants? Do you think I want some fucking crazy hoe that's running around killing her kid, my kid, enslaving me with the justice system? The ironic nature of the word justice in that sentence. Some bitch that I've got a 25% chance of finding a bitch on head meds now. A 50% chance of finding a closet alcoholic. An 80% chance of finding a woman that's had 40 dicks in her by the time she's 30. So fuck that notion. Fuck that notion. It was absolutely intentional. Once again, from somebody that I would consider to be a brother in arms, throwing Mgtow under the bus. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Gentlemen, I can't tell you what to do with Way of the World if you sub to the channel. I wouldn't suggest to you what to do, but I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I give these people that do this less weight, less gravity. I support people that support Mgtow and men all day long. That's proven. No one can question that. But for people that toss us under the bus, that's a big no thank you, Tim. I don't think so. I unsubbed from the channel as soon as the video was over. Left him a comment. Not a nasty one, you know. And I'll contact him privately. And I'll tell him that I think that he's made a tremendous error. A terrible mistake. That's a terrible mistake. It's such a lack of judgment. You are aware of Mgtow. You are aware of monkdom. You are aware of red pill. And you still do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. And yeah, it hurts. It hurts my fucking feelings. And I guess it shouldn't. Because I'd tell somebody else in this situation, get out of your feelings and start thinking rationally and start thinking logically. When you leave the feelings behind, the situation doesn't change. It's still somebody that's throwing us under the bus. In a not so aggressive way. But to come out and say that verbatim, Mgtow is not the way to go. Get in the gym. Go look good. Whatever the fuck that is. Whatever that means, right? Does that mean plastic surgery? Does that mean tens of thousands of dollars on shit that you'll only use for a few years? Man, get the fuck out of here. That's obscene. It's obscene. I don't want that kind of woman. The kind of woman that I want exists in fairy tales and fantasies. You know, the loyal, loving, kind, treats her family with dignity and respect, treats herself with dignity and respect, is strong and brave, but still knows what femininity is. That woman doesn't exist out here. Plain and simple. That woman doesn't exist out here. I don't know what to say, gang. Other than this is to be expected, and we really need to start understanding that the world, in all of its little factions and fractions, are going to start massing against men that display real honor, real integrity. They are going to start making the push against people like us, people like me. And I understand why they're doing it. You don't want the whole fucking face to slip, do you? It already has. Now they're just trying to push it back up, glue it back down to the skull, and make sure that that plastic surgery holds on. Because the whole world is just one botched plastic surgery, isn't it? Just wanted to drop on here and kind of voice those discussion, that concern, and discuss it a little bit. And shout out to all of the men that are holding the line, that are using the shield wall, that are telling the truth. Telling the truth today is very uncomplicated, but it comes with risk. They depend on the bludgeoning and the bullying to cow people into a particular state of mind. And you can see still very clearly that it works with a lot of people. A lot of people do not want to talk about taboo subjects. And it's miraculous to me, amazing that we've got the traction that we've got. And it shows that the snake is still slipping its skin. Still. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the Mgtow monk.